Let us start with the next lecture, that is reversible process. Now if you take a container and a gas is enclosed in it, which is fitted with a piston. The piston will be a motionless lightweight piston here. So in this situation the system is in equilibrium. There is no expansion or contraction of the gas, and the system is said to be in equilibrium with the surrounding. It contains a gas with some pressure P, suppose, and if you apply some pressure here by putting some weights on the piston here, so this pressure P can be called as a driving force. And the pressure applied on this gas, it can be called as an external pressure, P external, that is called as, in other words, as opposing force. This can be called as an opposing force. Now what happens in case of irreversible reaction? Let us first talk about irreversible reaction, then we'll come to reversible reaction. In case of irreversible reaction, in this particular example, if you remove this whole amount of the weights which are kept here, all of a sudden or at once, if you remove this whole weight from here, so what will happen? The piston which is originally here, it will immediately jump from this position to this position and it will settle here. So initially this volume is V1, and this, after removal of this whole weight from here, this V1 can be changed to V2. So there is a sudden expansion of gas. Such type of reaction, it is called as a irreversible reaction or irreversible process. Reaction or process. So most of the natural processes, those are always irreversible one. Those are irreversible one. Now, instead of this, if there is another situation like this, if you take a container fitted with a piston here and you apply some, or you put some weights over here, again this is the gas with pressure P1, suppose. It contains n number of moles, n moles of the gases, and this is the weight applied here. This is, as I earlier told you, this is the external pressure on the gas, external pressure on the gas here. So what you can do in irreversible process, what you did, you just remove the whole of the weights from here. So instead, if you remove only one weight from here, so what can be the situation for this? If you do this thing, if this is the initial volume in this case, and this is initial one, when you remove this one weight, there will be slight increase in the volume, very slightly the volume will be increased. If you remove one more weight from here, again there will be slight increase in the volume. You can remove the third weight from here, again there will be very slight increase in the volume. And what happens to this pressure here? This pressure of the gas here, and here this is the external pressure. So this external pressure here, it is decreased. So there is decrease in the external pressure, or external pressure is decreased, and so this, since there is a decrease in the external pressure, this piston will move slightly up, and it will settle over here when you remove the first weight from here. And when this settle down, this volume will be at rest. So this is the volume. In another case, when you remove one more weight, this will settle here. When you remove one more, it will settle here. So during this change, very slight change occurring in the volume, this system will become at rest, and when this system will become at rest, this will be again in equilibrium with the surrounding. So the mechanical equilibrium is maintained over here. So this reaction, which is occurring stepwise from here to here to here, what is happening to this external pressure? There is decrease in the external pressure. So when this will become stable, this volume will be stabilized only when the pressures on both the sides, that is the driving force and the opposing force, when they become equal, this system will be in equilibrium. So this is the series of steps. So what is reversible reaction? Reversible reaction will occur only when it is a driving force becomes equal to opposing force, and this change will be only a very small changes. That is a very small change, means in your textbook the word is used, that is infinitesimal amount of the change in the driving force and the opposing force. Very small changes there. Secondly, this process can be reversed. So you can reverse the process at any stage, means you are remove the weight from here, again you can put again the weight on this piston. In this way the system or the process can be reversed here. Thirdly, it is a very slow process. It is very slow process and occurs in number of steps. It occurs with number of steps. And lastly, its another feature is that at the end of every step, it attains mechanical equilibrium with the surrounding. It attains mechanical equilibrium with surrounding. So this is about the reversible processes. Thank you.